Sister Swag.
We are here.
We're back with another marvelous video for everyone.
Today is Monday, and obviously we have no work this week because it's winter break. It's
President's Day.
It's President's Day. It's 2:40, and we are just literally starting our day because we got up late, we showered late, so that's what happens when you don't have work.
Yeah.
You kind of just do whatever. So we decided we'll do a video. Sorry about my hair. I know on film it might look beautiful, but it's really not because I have no product in it. I took a shower and I washed it and I have nothing in it because sometime this week we're supposed to be getting my hair dye because I'm going to be doing something a little different to my hair. So I thought I would just, being I'm not really have any plans to go anywhere, I thought I would just keep it natural. So if you have any comments, keep it to yourself because I don't want to hear them.
Alright, so today's video is another word of the day. This is where we pick a word from our bag of words that we came up with in our first video. If you want to go back and look at that. Who picked the last word? Was it you?
The last word.
No. It was smile. I think that was you. Man. Alright, so we're going to shake it up.
And really quick, guys, look. I got my new phone.
Yay!
It might not be nothing to you guys. Like, you might look at it like, who cares, whatever. But I care because it actually works.
I have to say, though, but it really is a nice phone. And I actually got my dad's phone that he had before, so it's an Alcatel,
Fierce.
One Touch Fierce, I think it's called. But it's nice. It's a bigger screen.
I mean, my phone, I was just so happy.
That phone was horrible.
Because, it does what I wanted to do. I could actually go on Facebook. I could actually use the apps. I could actually use Snapchat.
She actually could text without having the phone freeze and do weird stuff on her.
Oh, God, please.
Alright, so today's word,
let's see,
is alcohol.
Wow.
Wow, nice topic.
Alcohol. Okay, well,
alcohol.
We're not alcoholics. We don't drink all the time. So therefore, I know you're probably going to say then, why'd you pick it? Well,
it was just a random word.
It's a word of the day, and the reason why I picked alcohol is because we could just talk randomly about alcoholic beverages that we like and dislike.
Yes.
Speaking of dislike, I am not a beer person. I hate beer.
Beer's nasty.
I just can't. I know there's different brands, and people say different brands taste different, but to me, beer is beer, and it all tastes the same. It has the same scent, the same taste. I just don't like it. I don't like Corona, Bud Light, you name it, I don't like it. I just don't like beer. And a funny story really quick, we went to our uncle. This is years ago. Our uncle had a retirement party. He was retiring, and they had wine and beer and soda, etc., and they were serving Stella beer, because I guess he likes Stella beer, right? And we go up, and we ask out, because we don't really know about different types of beer or whatever. We ask somebody what it is. They're like, oh, it's this, and it tastes a little different. We're like, you know what? Let's try it. We might like it. We took like 2 sips. We're like, oh, this is not bad. Okay. We bring it to the table. We're like, all right, we like it. I don't know if it was just that we were so thirsty because we were dancing and stuff, whatever. I don't know what it was, but all I know is the first 2 sips tasted okay. We go to drink it again, and we both look at each other at the same exact time. We're like, ew. Like,
yeah, it just had like that nasty beer flavor. And the part that sucked was that the cups that they gave the Stella beer in a cup like this.
Yeah.
But the Pepsi and everything was in like these tiny cups. So we wound up dumping out the beer, and then I was just filling up the big cups with soda because it's the truth. Like, you know, you're dancing and everything all night, and you know you're thirsty. But
yeah, so that's one thing. Just all types of beer we just don't like, honestly.
Wine coolers we do drink.
Yeah, those
they're
are good.
Wine, that we do drink.
What I do want to try is the cupcake wine. It's like the Cupcake Vineyards, whatever, but supposedly they have wine that tastes like cupcakes, and there's chocolate wine. I'd love to taste that. I hear that it's good. I've heard from 2 people that those wines are good, so I would like to try that. Also, Reckless Eating, I think, tried the chocolate wine, and they liked it. Alcohol. I love apple martinis. Love apple martinis.
Pina coladas are another favorite of ours.
Yes, we like that. One time we had, now I forget the name of it. Was it a chocolate martini?
Oh, yes. It was, one of our cousins had, like, I think it was either a bridal shower or a baby shower.
Yeah.
And they made this Hershey's chocolate martini. Oh, my God.
It was so good.
So we got it to split because I didn't know if I was going to like it. And I was like, oh, I'll just try. And I'm like, we're literally looking at each other because we're like fighting each other for the sips because it was so creamy. It was like heavy cream with the chocolate syrup.
And then they had it like pretty decorated with the swirl. Oh my God.
Delicious.
That we like. I never tried. We never tried the Budweiser has the strawberry Rita, lime Rita. We never tried that. Not because it says Budweiser, just because of the fact that, you know, I guess we just never had a desire. Whatever.
I mean, hey, if we
do, we do.
Yeah, like I said, if we do, maybe that's something that we'll do a video on.
Yeah,
we'll show you guys our opinion of that.
What else? I'm trying to think of other drinks. I like Sex on the Beach. Yes. There's one called a Fuzzy Navel. That's really good. Then our cousin last summer had a Sweet 16, and there was a bartender, but the bartender strictly had like hard liquor and wine. Like she didn't really have like it wasn't like a full bar, you know, and she didn't really have the means to make mixed drinks. So we went up there. We were having like, you know, normal like soda, and we were having some water because we were nonstop on the dance floor. So it was like we were dying of thirst. We were even drinking the water on the table. We didn't care.
And even they had like these Slurpee machines.
Yeah, they had that.
And that was like the best because that like rejuvenated you.
But that's not alcohol. So make a long story short, we wanted something with a little kick to it. Like, you know, like, so we're talking, me and her, and I'm like, I don't know, just something. So she went up to the bartender and said to her something like, you know, can you make something like this, whatever. She explained something, so the bartender first said no, and then said something like, wait, I have an idea, I could do something. And I think, what was it again? It was
the Kahlua. It was like the brown bottle with like the yellow and red label, and it was a coffee liqueur, and she did that in a mixture of like milk. It was so good.
Oh my God, it was. I mean, honestly, I'm not good when it comes. I might be good when it comes to thinking of recipes, like, oh, add this, don't add that. But when it comes to mixed drinks, I don't know about that. There are some people that are very talented that they know what liquor to put with what. You ask me to make a mixed drink, you're either going to be dead drinking it, or you're going to be so fucked up because I'm not going to know what. I put the dangerous things together, but it was so good. Like, she came over and she's like, oh, I thought of this for you guys. And we drank it. We were like, oh my God.
It was like the perfect balance of, it was creamy. It wasn't too strong on the coffee flavor.
It was sweet. Oh my God.
Like
it was so good.
That. Oh.
It was delicious. Trying to think of different occasions. One time I went to a wedding, speaking of pina colada. It was so good. There are some pina coladas that are more watery and whatever. This one was like thick. You tasted the chunks of coconut. Oh my God, I love coconut. So when something is in a drink that I absolutely love, and it makes it like 10 times better. Let's see. One thing I've never had that I've always wanted to try that I think I might like is one of those dirty martinis. It has like again, don't ask me what liquor is in there. Is it rum? Is it vodka? I have no clue. But all I know is that they put Spanish olives in there.
I think it's gin.
Well, watch everybody hear this and be like, you both are idiots.
I think Tipsy Bartender did a video on that. I think it's gin. I think it's something like that because he shows how to make it and everything.
But oh my God, I see what they put in it. They put like the toothpick with the Spanish olives, and I love Spanish olives. So I was thinking it must have a dry but like a savory taste.
Yeah.
So I was thinking I might like that. I never had it, but I would definitely try it. You know, trying to think. Let's see. We've had box wine before. It's good. It's not like 100%, you know.
I mean, if I had one, it was good. I had White Zinfandel. That was good.
Yeah, that was good.
I've had like red wine, but I'm not really a red wine drinker. I like the other ones. I like the clear, like
the white.
Yeah, the white.
I'm trying to think. What else can I think of? I'm trying to think of occasions and this and that. We also, speaking of alcohol, she brought up a name, Tipsy Bartender. We always are watching that. Like, we like them on Facebook, and we watch them on YouTube. We subscribe to them. And, I mean, besides laughing because Sky, he's funny. Most of the girls he has on are funny, so it's already entertaining because it's funny. But then also the drinks they make are like, you're watching it, and then you see it come together, and then they taste it and everything. And I have to say, like, if you haven't heard of Tipsy Bartender, look it up on YouTube.
Check them out.
Because it's very, it's cool, you know? And it teaches you how to make drinks. Let's see. Also, speaking of alcohol, a few summers ago, we had, like, a little get-together. We had, like, it was supposed to be more people than expected, to be honest with you. We were going to have, it was funny, because we were supposed to have a few females, like, that we're friends with come over. But it ended up being me and my sister in our apartment, and
3 other guys.
And guys that came over.
Yep.
But I have to say, you probably would think, like, oh, you know, but we had the most fun.
Oh, man, that was a fun night.
Between just talking, laughing, joking around. Then we played apples to apple. I mean, the whole night was just complete fun. Talking, I mean, just, I can't, you know, it was so fun. But the whole part I'm bringing this about alcohol is because we made soaked gummy bears. We bought the Swedish fish vodka, you know, and we soaked gummy bears in them.
Yeah, we did half the vodka for that and half the vodka for gummy bear. Oh,
Swedish fish.
Yeah.
We soaked some Swedish fish, and we soaked gummy bears, and we also bought cake vodka. But people, some of the guys used that and mixed it with Pepsi. Like, they made, like, a little drink on the side. Cake vodka wasn't bad, but the gummy bears, I have to say, though, speaking of something that could get you fucked up without even knowing, and you're eating these things that, I mean, they start out this tiny, and after all night, they were
like this.
Yeah, they were like
a little like that,
no, but either way, they go.
Well, I mean, they swell up.
You know how tiny gummy bears are, and then when you leave it overnight with the alcohol, they get bigger. And I mean, you're eating these things that taste good. They still have that sweetness to it, so you're like popping them in like no tomorrow, you know. And before you know it, it's kind of like you feel it because they're soaked in vodka. Like, duh.
Those,
you know?
I have to say, that was a hit because it was us and everything. We were eating them, and then the other guy was like eating them.
And at first, I didn't know what to do because we had them in a big bowl because there were so many. We got like the bulk, like the big pack of the stuff, and then Carrie thought of a good idea. We had these little like Dixie cups. She's like, you know what? Just leave the Dixie cups on the table and have them scoop it. And I'm like, oh, good idea. So that's what we did. But oh my God, they were so good, and it was like a big hit, you know. Trying to think about alcohol, I'm trying to think of other stuff that we might not like or something.
Let us know your favorite drinks. Let us know what you like to drink, whether it's...
One drink I never had, but I know I'm not going to like is a Bloody Mary. I know that for a fact because I'm not really into that. And then it has that piece of shrimp and, just the whole look of it.
But you used to drink V8 back in the day.
I did drink V8 back
That's what's in it.
Either way, I mean, maybe I'll like it, maybe not, but I'm just saying, I just don't think I would, because the look of it.
I don't know, like I said, that's something I would have to personally try in order to say, because I do like tomatoes. I mean, I do like all that stuff.
And then there was this cake, I can't remember, I can't remember, you're not going to know what I'm talking about, but I can't remember what the hell it was called, but it was a Jamaican cake, because one of my exes was Jamaican, and it was like oh my God. Sorry I'm doing this a lot. Just I have no product in my hair, and the frizzies are getting in my eyeball. It was like a dark brown. It looked like, I think it was like a raisin or a date cake. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on it, but it looked like it could have been a cross between like a rye bread color and a chocolate cake. That's the color of it. But it was a cake that was soaked in this like rum. I'm telling you, that's what it was. It was like a dark colored cake, and it was like you make the cake first, and then you pour this rum over it as it's still in the pan, like after it's done being cooked, and it soaks all into that. And then you put this icing over it. Oh my God. At first, I'm like, you know, they were like, oh, do you want a piece, whatever? And I'm like, looking at it like, not really, but then they're like, oh, but it's good, it's good. And then they're like, oh, just be careful because there's, alcohol. I think it's rum. I could be wrong. If anybody knows what cake I'm talking about, if you have a clue.
Were there raisins in it?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if it was raisins or dates. That's what I'm saying.
Well, maybe it was from raisin cake.
It could have been that, but I'm telling you, it was so delicious. I know you can have it with frosting, whatever the frosting is you make it. You can have it with or without, but the cake I had like an icing on it, like not like a frosting, more like a little light layer. But oh my God, don't get me wrong, you tasted the liquor. And it's true, like if you ate it, because it wasn't like it evaporated. It's not like you cooked it with it and evaporated. It was after the cooking. You dumped it on, but it was so tasty. Like, the rum wasn't even... I mean, you tasted the rum, but it wasn't... How can I say? It wasn't, like, shocking, It actually just, with the cake and that, So if you know what cake it is down below, let me know, because it was just so tasty. But that had alcohol. That's why I brought that up. Trying to think. I like mudslides.
I never had that.
Yes, we did. A few years ago, we had a Super Bowl party at Aunt Chris's, and she made them.
Oh.
Yeah. And this is way before you were over 21, but she asked Dad's permission. It was a whole big thing. And you had one. But,
Sangria.
Yeah.
That's good, too.
Oh, sangria. Oh, my God.
Listen. It has everything you can imagine. It has grapes in it, I believe. It has strawberries, types of berries in there. Different types of fruit, like you can put cantaloupe, honeydew.
I'm having tea. Look at my cup.
Says, "Don't tell me to keep calm." That's true.
I'm having tea. It's like a orange.
It's like an orange hibiscus.
It's actually good. It's actually pretty good. And I put honey in it. Like I said, honey is what I'd rather have in my tea. I mean, sugar, whatever, but sangria. I remember you tried it before me, because, again, we don't drink much, so...
Yeah, I had it one time at a family gathering. Again, I was under 21, but...
And I wasn't there. I guess I was, like, somewhere working,
I think you were with, I think you were dating, you know who then.
Oh.
And I had it there. They had to ask my father permission and everything, because it's wine and everything. But, delicious. Then we went to Sherry's house.
Yeah, we had a get-together from somebody at work.
That was good.
And she made it herself. She actually... And she's like, oh, you girls have to try it. And I'm like, really? And at first I thought you don't put the fruit, And she's like, no, you do put the fruit in. Like, when you pour it. And she's like, then you eat it. I'm like, oh, my God. It was, like, so good.
That's another easy way to get drunk. Because it's the fruit and you just keep going at it. Mimosas.
Oh, my God, mimosas.
Oh, we had to start about mimosas.
We went to our uncle and aunt's. It was, like, a 40th wedding anniversary, right? So we went there on an empty stomach because it was a brunch. It was like, it was still early. We had to get up and shower, etc. We went there on an empty stomach, and they had, like, lunch and breakfast food. So before they even started serving the food, they were asking, what do you want to drink? So they told us what they had, and we were like, oh, mimosa, we'll have that.
It was in the pictures.
But still, they asked you.
They did?
Yeah. And whatever. So we're like, yeah, I guess we'll have some of that. So we pour one. Pour another. So obviously, if you don't know what a mimosa is, it's champagne with orange juice. But we pour one, pour another, and we're like, oh, okay. I mean, then we ate, still had some more. So it wasn't like we must have had, 10 cups or more.
And then on top of that, after the whole thing, we went back to our cousin's house, and then she makes us drink strawberries and champagne.
She's like, oh my God, we're still celebrating this, that, the other. You guys, so we had like a cup or two of that. Now, let me tell you, at that moment, I didn't feel nothing. And who knows, I could have been what you call tipsy, whatever, but I wouldn't have known because I didn't feel nothing. Throughout the night sleeping and the next morning, because we had work, we wake up and we both look at each other and she's like, oh my God, I don't want to move this, that. I was like, yeah, but we have work. We're in work. I mean, speaking on my behalf, because she'll tell you her side, I did a little bit at work, but I did not want to move a muscle. I literally was sitting on the chair. I had my hands tucked in under my butt, and I'm just like, I just didn't want to move.
It was
and then
bad.
The teacher was like, the air conditioner in the room was bothering me, and then the teacher's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I think so. I said, but and then when I was talking to them, they were like, you had what? How many glasses? They were like, how the hell did you drink so many? I was like, I don't know.
Because A, we were thirsty. B, we were like sitting there because we got there early. We had to wait for our other family to get there.
Yeah.
And we're in there, and we're talking and everything, and we're sitting here waiting for the food, so we're drinking, and the next morning, bad idea. We woke up, and I looked at Teresa, I was like, oh, I do not want to do a thing, but we had to go to work. And
yeah. But make a long story short, never again will we drink that many. I guess that's it, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much everything
and plus
we have.
It's already 20 minutes long. I don't want it to go way too long. I guess we'll end here, and sometime tomorrow we'll do another word of the day, and obviously babble.
So once again, if you didn't hear me before, if you're just tuning in or whatever, leave your favorite drinks down below. Let us know anything that you recommend us to try.
Or something that you tried and don't like also, that if you, anything.
Let us know. We love to see your comments, and as always, we love you guys. We will be back with another video.
Yep. Enjoy your day.
Yep.
Be safe, and like, subscribe, be positive, no negativity, and just know we love you.
Yep.
Yep. We'll be back.
Mwah.